the mail. Mostly, it is bills and junk. But sometimes we get a letter, an important letter. Eugene and Anjus had gotten just such a letter mailed by Henry B. Lubbins right before his murder. And we're just about to find out what it says.
So, what does it say?
It says Goward. Goward.
Goward?
Yours, Trudy. And there's a dash between yours and Trudy.
To quote that goon, da fug?
Da fug indeed.
You said this solves everything.
Did I? I must have misspoke. I mean, this doesn't solve anything. Ah, well.
Wait. What if it's a code?
Right. He couldn't risk spelling it out. Goward.
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 Goward. Goward.
Goward.
Goward? Maybe it's like forward. Like ahead.
Or Howard. A head. Howard. Howard's head.
That's it. They recently put up that bust of Howard Peters in Madison Square Park. We should get almost officer doubles. She's outside.
They head outside, but there's no sign of Shandell.
She's gone.
She said she'd stand watch. That's
no
odd.
time to overthink it. To the park.
And so they hurried to Madison Square Park. It was Free Bustle Day, so the park was full of ladies. At this time in history, the city officials were encouraging park use by having special giveaway days. But Anjus and Eugene had no time for bustles, so they pushed past the women to the newly erected bust of Howard Peters.
So what did this fella do to get a statue?
He killed the most Indians.
Oh. So what's the trick here? I don't see anything unusual.
Well, it wouldn't be this simple. It must be part of the bigger puzzle Lubbins set up.
Right, of course.
The note also said, yours, Trudy.
Don't forget the dash.
Right.
Wait, Trudy. Trudy is a woman's name. Are any of you Trudy? Miss, are you Trudy? Miss, are you Trudy?
Fresh?
Ow, I just want a Trudy.
How dare you ruin Free Bustle Day? Fellow ladies, let us beat this man with our purses. Ooh.
Ow.
Hit him there.
Ow.
Come on.
Ow.
Hit him.
Ow. Ow.
Wait. Stop. Stop. Listen to me.
That weird one-eyed woman is talking. Let's listen.
We women are good at listening.
Oh, but perhaps we listen too much.
Perhaps we should stop listening and just continue to beat this annoying man.
No.
Ow.
No. Wait. He's not a man. He's a rare hairless dog?
But wasn't he talking and walking on his hind legs?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes, he was, but he's a rare trained dog who escaped from the sideshow? Right, Dog Gene?
Bark. Bark. Bark.
Why is he wearing clothes then?
Why do any of us?
Why do we wear clothes? Should we wear clothes?
Ladies, listen up. This gross dog monster has taught us something. It may be ugly, but it is showing us that we are slaves to fashion, to the clothes designed by men to keep us beautiful and pliant like gilded pets. Let us go to Ladies' Mile and destroy the boutiques of our oppressors. Death to fashion! Death to fashion! Death to fashion!
And with that, the women headed off to loot the boutiques.
I think we started another riot.
They didn't, actually, because all that marching in restrictive clothes and shoes tired the women, so they ended up too exhausted to riot. Instead, they decided to find a better way to protest that wasn't murder on their feet, and thus the Metropolitan Suffragette Society was formed. Sort of. It's a complicated story, but this isn't that story. Back to the now empty park.
So what's the secret of this statue?
Maybe he's looking at... Of course.
There.
Exactly. Trudy means strong spear in Old Church German, and that statue is looking at...
The National Spear Museum. To the National Spear Museum, created thanks to a generous donation from the Cowabungus Corporation.
Later, inside the Spear Museum...
None of these spears seem helpful.
Maybe it's a special spear. A whale spear.
Which is a harpoon.
Of course. To the...
Shh. People are trying to look at spears here.
Sorry. To the harpoon district.
And with that, they wound their way through the harpoon district to the fanciest harpoonery, Stabbington's.
Welcome to Stabbington's. For all your harpooning needs, first floor, common irons, second floor, double flue irons, third floor, toggles, and of course, in the basement we have non-harbase poons, wall poons, drapoons, jampoons, and spoons. Also, right here we have our mascot, this raccoon. Don't touch it, sir. It bites a lot.
We're looking for a certain harpoon, maybe a special one that Henry B. Lubbins would have put aside for some sort of scavenger hunt quest.
Oh, Mr. Lubbins, God rest his soul, did love his harpoons. He commissioned a design for a bolt-action exploding harpoon that could vaporize a dolphin from 500 paces. But it never left the prototype phase.
Prototype? Interesting.
Yes, prototype, or type of proto. Proto being the first, the very first, and harpoon.
It could be an anagram.
And the letter. Yours, dash, Trudy. Oh, that dash.
Wait. Apron hoe. That's the anagram.
A dash of spice. Apron hoe is...
the famed Chinese chef known for his dash of spice.
To the Chinatown.
But upon reaching his restaurant...
Yeah, burned down 6 months ago, and Apron Hoe moved to San Francisco. Oh, I do miss that dash of spice, you know?
I really thought this was it. Come on.
We're close. Lubbins had us come here for a reason. Wait, there's a period after Gower.
A period? How could you leave that out? Of course, a period. A period is a dot, a stop, an end, or a beginning. A period of time, an era, go ward, period. Go ward, a period. A ward could be a ward, like a hospital ward, or a period ward.
The women's hospital.
No, not that. A ward for a period. A time period. An ancient time period.
Right. The Hall of Vertebrate Paleontology at the American Museum of Natural History.
Exactly.
They hurried to the museum and bullied their way into meeting with the head curator of vertebrate paleontology, Henry Fairfield Osborne.
I don't know about any of that, but Mr. Lubbins was a big donor to the museum.
Of course he was.
Would you mind if I measured your heads? I'm working on creating a list of the best types of Caucasians.
If it's for science...
Indeed. Oh, you have quite the features. You must be a credit to your race.
Not really.
Aren't you in charge of vertebrate paleontology? Why are you measuring heads?
Brontosaurus pays the bills, but eugenics is my passion. I designed the admissions policy at the $1 Million Club. It's where I first met Lubbins.
Oh.
When you divide mongoloids by race, you don't work a day in your life. What good is science if we can't use it to divide and separate people?
And Lubbins was funding your research.
No. He liked dinosaurs. He was going to be the guest of honor at the Bone Ball, where we were going to unveil the German G-code. But with him being dead, I guess I'll be the guest of honor.
I'm sure someone else would...
No, me. I deserve it. You see this forehead? This is A+ human. Anyway, he loved those thunder lizards. He even sent me this cartoon from some magazine. It has a Dryptosaurus in a top hat. Let me show you. There you are. Another way of racial classification I've found to be of use is taking the male phallus and squeezing it in a vise until one passes out. Would you like to try that? I can last 6 turns. If that doesn't prove a superiority, what does?
As great as squeezing Eugene's Johnson would be, what language is the cartoon's caption in?
Oh, one of those lesser tongues. Let me see. I guess it's a type of Slavonic. You know, the permanent mission of the monarchy of Novi Polji. A tiny micro-monarchy in the Balkans is right across the street. Maybe they can help you.
Let's go, Eugene.
All this running around, Anjus, maybe we can rest for another minute?
Ah, here's the phallus squeezer.
To the permanent mission for the monarchy of Novi Polji.
The mission was small, with only a tiny desk and 2 chairs. But the 3 young diplomats, Dragica, Marja, and Josip, were happy to lend a hand and hand out pro-royalist Novi Polji literature.
Welcome. Please come in. Praise King Nico. How can we help?
We're on important business.
You need visa? Josip, get visa form. I get.
No, it's about it. It's hard to explain. We're trying to stop something bad.
Oh, Seth, you want coffee? Josip, get coffee!
We don't...
Ooh, I'll take a cup.
Now? You need coffee now?
What? I like coffee. It's like drinking dirty water. It makes me feel dangerous.
Anyway, we need help translating this cartoon.
Of course.
Here is tea.
He wanted coffee. Bad Joseph.
Please no hit Joseph.
This is fine. It's great. It's just as awful as coffee.
See, I know. Anyway, let me see cartoon.
Here.
I found all those telegrams I lost. They were under the teapot. Telegram, another telegram.
Do not interrupt.
Oh, you will want to see this.
Oh, the monarchy has been overthrown. We are now a democratic republic.
Joseph, change the flags.
Congratulations.
Thank you. For the good of all citizens, we shall translate your cartoon. Now, let's see.
I found another telegram.
What now? Oh, there was a student strike and the Marxists have taken power.
Paint the flags red, Joseph.
Yes, comrade.
And the cartoon.
You bourgeoisie imperialists get nothing from us. Workers, unite!
Marx, you've done it again. He also stiffed me with the bill when we went out drinking in Baden-Baden. Sure, we had a good time, but...
Another telegram.
What now is... the Ottomans invaded. Hang up the portrait of the Sultan. Praise Allah!
Assalamu alaikum.
We should really have checked the telegrams earlier, but it is exciting that we are living in the crucible of history.
Sure, all of this is interesting, I guess, but can you just tell us what the cartoon says?
Of course, Islam is the light of the world, and spreading knowledge is our duty. Now, let me see. Oh, it's...
Oh, yet another telegram! It was stuck to the bottom of the teapot.
So many telegrams. In my days, people stayed off the gram and actually communicated face to face.
Please, just tell us.
The Habsburgs have taken our land, and they've pushed the Ottomans back. We are to return home to be killed. Oh, well. Joseph, shut it all down.
Oh, I'll miss being alive.
Goodbye forever.
Wait, please. The cartoon!
Oh, it says all dressed up and no place to go. It's a play on words, but in English it makes no sense. In our dialect, the word for dinosaur and the word for pants are the same, so... Also, I'm an anarchist, and I placed a bomb under the desk to stick it to those Habsburg dogs. So, I suggest we leave.
And with that, they went outside.
Huh, so it's just a cartoon, I guess. Oh, well.
Right, but there is a deeper meaning. Lubbins didn't put this together for nothing. This isn't a random collection of things we're reading too much into.
Certainly not. Where's the next clue?
We have harpoon, apron hoe, monarchy, period, the dash. A dash
is a line. A line is what you stand behind. Or on, or in. Is it online or in?
On a line. Fishing line. Fishing. Fisherman. Of course, Lubbins would trust his secret with the fisherman down at the fisherman's wharf. But who fishes the fisherman?
The bartender. Because all fishermen are drunks. And the number one bar for fishermen is...
The Reel 'em In on Water Street.
To the Reel 'em In.
And with that, they went to the crustiest bar on the old Sea Dog Wharf. A rough and tumble place.
Oh, reel 'em in. I get it. INN. That's clever.
What's your drink?
1/3 grape juice, 1/3 apple juice, and the last third a bunch of cherries. I call it the Little Gentleman.
Oh.
Gene, you gotta act tough. Rum in a dirty glass.
Glass? Well, I like the cut of your jib, Weirdy.
Well, this jib cuts back. We need the skin flint slime on a guy named Lubbins. He sent us here, and we need answers quick.
And, more cherries in here.
No, never heard of no Lubbins. There was a fella, though, what was his name? Oh, Cubby Cubbins. He used to come in here.
Close enough. Where'd he sit?
The stool, right there. The one he's sitting on.
Ah, me? Didn't even realize I was sitting. It's like some sort of, ghost stool. Ooh, but it really cradles my buns.
Bun cradle or not, we need to solve this. What would he be looking at? It's a bric-a-brac, ship model, knocks, ropes, a bell, a painting of a rabbit, ship model, rabbit painting. That seems out of place.
It appeared there one day, like a little island unto itself, but I've grown to appreciate it, much like a son.
Rabbit. An island unto itself. Of course, Rabbit Island. Another name for a rabbit is a coney. Coney Island.
The treasure's on Coney Island.
Wait, there's a treasure now?
Treasure, message, what are we doing again exactly?
Solving the final riddle of Henry B. Lubbins. We need a ship to reach Coney Island.
Maybe one of these stout-hearted men will take us?
Listen up, you slimy sea slugs. Which one of you sailors is going to shepherd us to a Coney Island?
None of you will take us?
Listen, Tootsie, ain't none of us sailing. The Boll Weevil's out there. He's stealing cargo and raiding ships to fund his campaign against the Bland Allison Act. Any of us try to sail, he'll swoop out of the mists and shiver our timbers until we end up like Tim Shimbers. He's dead.
You're all scared?
We ain't scared of nothing. We just don't want to do it.
Well, I do have this banana.
Gasp and avast! A banana! Don't you know there's nothing more terrible than bringing a banana on a boat?
He's cursed us all by even bringing a yellow-skinned devil in here.
Let's all away, me fella salts.
They all ran off. Where'd you even get that banana?
I grabbed it when we ran through that fruit and veggie market. Remember when we were being chased by...
But with all the boatmen gone, we'll never make it to Coney Island.
Never. That's a long way from somewhere.
Well, who is this charismatic devil?
Percival Fancy, the dandy dabbler. I have a boat, and you two interest me.
But aren't you scared of the Boll Weevil?
Fear? Hardly. The Boll Weevil won't bother us. He and I are never in the same place at the same time. Wink, wink.
Huh?
You are a riot.
So, you'll take us to Coney Island?
I do have a booking for later tonight, but we should be back from that rabbit-plagued refuge before nightfall.
Huzzah!
And all it will cost you is a kiss.
You're not my type, but...
Not you, honey, him.
Me? But
It's fine. I kiss people here all the time. Don't be a Nancy and plant one on Percival Fancy.
Nice. Huh. Surprised no one here had a problem with it.
Oh, well, we've all done things at sea. Besides, this is a gay bar.
Yes, it is quite merry and gay here.
Yeah, that.
Good. What a rumpus.
We could do it again, just to prove something.
The moment is past. But now, let's away to my ship, the Rainbow Wind. She'll do us nicely.
Great. To the Rainbow Wind.
And soon they were aboard a well-appointed cutter. Its sails at the ready.
Ready to hit the high seas?
Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, I always wanted to say that.
We've got you now.
The Pinkertons.
We know you're the Boll Weevil.
He's the Boll Weevil? That would explain all these ill-gotten gains strewn about the ship.
You'll never take me alive, Pinkertons.
That's fine. Shoot 'em.
Whoa!
The bounty said dead or alive. Now let all this gun smoke clear and... Where is he?
Ha! You missed, boys. Now I'll swim to safety and oh no! The shark! Ah! Yeah!
That shark is shanking our bounty. Pinkertons, get that shark.
It looks like they're all getting swept out to sea by the current, even the shark.
So that happened. What do we do now? We have no captain, and we need to get to Coney Island.
We can sail there. How hard can it be? Anchors away!
It turned out to be very hard, for as soon as they unmoored from the dock, the small sailboat started moving wildly.
This is terrible! We're out of control!
Why did I think I could do this?
They were at the mercy of the winds and the sea. But eventually, through a lot of effort and minimal ability, they crashed onto land.
We're alive. And on land. Oh, sweet, sweet land.
I think this is Coney Island.
We did it! We're the best! And look, there's the cute little rabbits.
Oh, dear. No, look at that sign. We're not on Coney Island, and those aren't rabbits. We're on Angry Badger Peninsula.
Oh, they're so angry.
Run!
And so they ran, and the badgers gave chase, and there was much biting. But the badgers knew not to leave the peninsula, because the edge of the peninsula was where the people of Brooklyn threw away all their jagged glass and brambles. But Eugene and Anjus didn't know this, and thus ran through the glass and bramble field. They pushed through. They needed to solve the mystery of Lubbins' note. They made it past the last shard and then crawled across Rusty Blade Beach before collapsing on the nearest boardwalk. Luckily, Shandel was there.
Almost Officer Doubles?
Call me Shandel.
Where have you been?
I was outside your place when I saw...
There's no time.
You asked.
We're lucky you knew where to find us.
Actually, I was visiting my Uncle Pinchas's knish stand. He's been verklempt since Speedy left. You guys look terrible.
I'm trying to solve this note or code.
Oh, let me see. Which part is the code? The letter or the stuff on the back?
There's a front?
Yeah, it says, Dear Bird Brain.
He must mean Anjus.
I fear my life is in danger. Sadly, I have no one else to turn to. Enemies are everywhere. I've learned the Blowhole Gang is hiding out in Castle Clinton. Go solve these crimes and screw off. Yours never, Henry Lubbins III. P.S. Ignore my scribbles on the back. Well, there you go.
Oh, it's a double cipher. Yeah, it must...
Shut up.
To Castle Clinton?
After the hospital.
Well, my sister works at the Jewish Veterans Hospital. I should really tell the police about the whole Blowhole Gang thing.
To the hospital.
And so, the mystery of Henry Lubbins' note was solved.
The Landwell Murders is a Roy Gold production. It was written by Jonathan A. Goldberg with music by Matt Roy Berger. It was directed by James Oliva and mixed by Martin D. Fowler. You can find merch and stuff at our TeePublic store. Just search Landwell. You'll probably find it. Unlike my search for Barnaby's Gold. That old coot hid it somewhere, and I'll find it by gum. Anyway, stay okie and always branch out toward better things.
We ladies have decided that to protest best, it is best to be sitting in a park, pleasantly sipping tea and eating biscuits. This we find to be the most effective form of protest. For a while, we protested on foot, and it was on foot that we achieved a great deal. However, many of our ladies experienced extreme pain, suffering, and even permanent disability, due to the fact that our shoes are not meant for such dealings. Instead, we have decided that to sit in the park with our signs, drinking tea, is the best form of protest. In this way, feet are saved and spared the complex and punishing regime of on-foot protest. And yet, our mission is clearly visible. We wish to be ladies in parks, sipping tea, suffragettes, enjoying life. We hope that you will join our cause. Free tea in the park for all in comfortable footwear. Thank you.